All right, so I'm going to call this meeting, the International Falls Economic Development Authority, to order. Madam City Administrator, would you note that all of the council is in attendance? Oh. Well, he is, but he's on Blue Jeans. He's here because he can vote on the first item. So. Okay, I take that back. The four of us are here. We are missing Mayor Droba. Okay, roll call. Anybody in the audience wish to bring anything forward for this meeting? Okay. No, accounts payable. So item 4A, we have a bill from the city attorney, Mr. Shimon, in legal fees for $336. Chair would entertain a motion at this time. Chair would entertain a motion.
So move.
Commissioner Deitch, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mike. Walt beat you. Anybody have any questions about this? We will defer that to the city administrator. Do we know what this $336 bill is for?
This is for his services, legal services in preparing the documents once the stopgap loans are approved. And we've had 2 of those already. So we have to be placing second mortgages on properties. So he prepares those legal documents. So that's the fees associated with the deferred stopgap loan.
Thank you. Mike, did you have any questions?
None. No.
Thank you.
Okay, so at this time we'll call a question.
Aye.
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 And I will vote yes. Motion carries 4-0. Next up, we have one of those stopgap. We have a stopgap application from the library. Legally registered business name is Espresso Lane LLC, doing business as the library. As you can see in the packet, everything is checked off, and we actually have one of the co-owners here, Mr. Harley Droba. If you would come up to the mic, it would be much appreciated.
Thank you.
Mr. Droba is requesting a COVID stopgap loan from the IFEDA in the amount of $9,600. Chair would entertain a motion for that application.
So, second.
Motion from Commissioner Buller, second from Commissioner Deitch. Do we have any questions for Mr. Droba at this time? For the record, do you want to just tell us what's up? I mean, there's some changes over there, right?
Sure. So I just, number one, thank you, EDA, for having me today. Both myself and Brooke Mackey did purchase the former Barajas building, or before that, the Barney's building. We have been working as a team along with 2 of the other people that came over with us from Espresso Lane, which originally I had opened under Dave Stewart, and we have been there for literally 15 years together. And what happened through COVID kind of changed a lot of the stuff. Both of all of my staff had been, I don't know, deferred or whatever. But I had lost my health insurance, and all of my staff was sent home without pay for quite some time. They put me into a different department. And when we reopened, it was just never the same as it was before. So we had made a handful of decisions, and the opportunity had came up, and we saw an opportunity in International Falls. And one of the things that me as mayor has been saying is we have to invest back into our community. And this was an opportunity for me and my staff to invest back into the community with what we did well. The neat thing about all of this is we were doing really, really well, and we had gotten the information from the city relatively early, and we hadn't really given it much thought of filing for this loan, which is incredibly beneficial, and really more businesses should be taking advantage of this if it makes sense for them. But we had no interest in applying for this loan. However, as the cost of lumber started going up and up, and our remodel started going up and up, we realized that we're about $7,000 or $8,000 short from being able to. Well, we're not short from the project. What we are short from right now is being able to pay the taxes, and we just hired all of our initial staff. In fact, today we had our cooks come in, and this Thursday we have our servers coming in. So we're not 100% tapped out right now. However, it is such an amazing opportunity to be able to get an interest-free loan for 2 years for any business, especially an established one or one that is semi-starting out, such as us. I mean, we have been engaged in the community for quite some time. However, we are essentially a new startup. So you put all that together, and it just makes sense. And I also would assume that we will be applying for the city's $24,999 loan to fix the outside of our building, because there is a lot of wear and tear. And although a lot of people love the hot pink and lime green of the building, we may choose to paint that. But with that being said, we will be looking at some other loans that the city gives out, which is incredibly beneficial to the business community.
Thank you. Anybody else have any comments or questions for Mr. Harley Droba? With nothing else, I will call a question.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oh, sorry. I will vote yes. I messed up there. So the motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. With no other items to come forward for this commission, I will call this meeting adjourned.